All right, so now that we are logged into our WordPress dashboard, I'm going to show you how to create a new user. So if you've got an employee that needs to be able to do some stuff on the website, or your development company that is managing your site, hey, we need to get our own admin account, stuff like that. You're going to learn how to do that real quick. So if you watched our previous video, when you log in, this is your WordPress dashboard. You're going to go over here on the left side to users, click users. And here's all the different users. So we've got some people in our staff and some people on the company staff. You're just gonna hit add new. Username and email. I typically, when I'm setting up an admin, I just keep the username, that person's email address. It's just easier for them to figure out. Do their first name to last name, website. You don't have to do this. This is typically used if you've got a blog site with a lot of different writers. If you've got a bunch of different people contributing blogs to your website, sometimes they like to be able to put their own personal site or their LinkedIn profile or something in this address here. And so as they publish things, publish articles, sometimes they'll have that little tidbit for them. Again, here's, if you watched our last video, the crazy long alphanumeric password, incredibly important. Keep it this strong. Keep it this unique. Even if you change it, make it something hard to guess, because you don't want your website to get hacked, and it can and will happen if you have password 1 as your password, which we've had a client do before. They learned the hard way to listen. So a subscriber, these are different roles. Shop manager, somebody can manage, if you have WooCommerce, this particular client has an e-commerce system, so you can shop online, so you can assign somebody a manager of that. A customer, meaning they just have their profile saved and they can have their own information. Subscriber, kind of the same thing. A contributor. Contributor is typically like a lower level blog post. An author, they can actually create new articles and stuff like that. Editor can do basic edits on the site, so basic kind of front end changes. And then the admin is obviously a little bit of everything. If you have an employee that you're bringing on and you want them to be able to change photos and things like that on the website, I suggest using Editor, at least for a grace period, until you really feel comfortable that person's sticking around and they're not going to do anything nefarious. So then you can bump them up to an admin, and they'll be able to create new users, but also delete other admins. So that's the important distinguish there. So you'll do that, and then you just hit add new user. That person will get an email. In that email, they'll have a link that says, here's where you log in. It'll be that, masondixoncafe.com/wp-admin. It'll be that link. And then there'll be another link that says, go ahead and, solidify your password. It'll actually show this password that they've pre-generated, and the person can save it, copy paste that password onto a notebook on your desktop so you have it, or you can have that opportunity to make your own unique password. But again, keep it difficult. So that's how you create a new user. And if you have questions, you can drop a comment. Stay tuned for some of our other tips on how to work on WordPress. Thanks. Talk to you later.